Welcome back, everybody. We are here on the Unorthoblocks server. I was scouting around near my base and discovered I have a new neighbor right by. Avalar is a new member of the server, and I thought it would be nice to leave him a housewarming gift in his hovel. So the main reason I was out and about and discovered Avalar was this dry river valley that runs all the way from Spawn Town right around into my base. So what I want to do is actually fill this up with water, make a river out of it, and then decorate the bank with a bunch of trees and sugarcane and bamboo and other foliage, and put it in the water too, and hanging vines, and make an actual waterway out of this whole place. What the heck are those guys doing over there? You know, villagers never surprise me with how stupid they can be. I've added in all the water, various levels. It kind of runs down and around all the way over towards spawn. I didn't want to make it too high because it was going to fill in a bunch of caves, but I thought this looks pretty good. It's kind of got a drop off into it. And then over here I've linked it up to my actual base by turning, this used to be a one-way spring going into the base. I've actually made it a waterway going through the base. So I got this protective barrier there so no one should be able to get in and out. And then the water just runs straight down into the valley here. And I've cleared away a lot of junk and trees was all around this area. Tried to add in these hidden lighting and cobblestone, these mossy cobblestone, just trying to mix it up, and a few blocks of the coarse dirt so we won't get the grass growing on it. But the water actually runs all the way up to my main entrance, and then I just want to go through here and fill in all the areas with plants just to make it look like it's overgrown and it's kind of an untended waterway. A little wild. So sugarcane works good because it kind of hides the bank. And then I will have to put some trees through here. And mainly oak. I don't think I'm going to do any birch because I really don't think the white goes with what I'm looking for. So like these dark oak work really good. And then I can actually take the vines and hang them off the edge of the dark oak. If I can get up there. And so they'll kind of drip down over the water and create this almost like a jungle look. So just add these vines in here. Once they grow, it'll look a lot better. And then I'm just going to continue tossing in a few blocks here and there just to mix it up. So it's kind of a random thing you gotta do. Like here, I think a tree would be good to hide this corner here because that water looks a little odd. And luckily oak trees kind of grow almost anywhere you want them, so I should be able to hang these suckers up right against the bank or up against the cliff and not have too much of a problem getting them to grow and making it look kind of bushy and overgrown. And then I've got these just leaves I think will help hide some of the terrain and make it look bushy, overgrown. I've said that a few times, so I think you get the point. So let me go through, start adding in a bunch of stuff here, and then I will, actually I think I'm going to pop into a time lapse where I'll fill out the rest of the valley. And then once we get back, we'll take a detailed tour of the place so you can see what I did. I figured the best way to get a view of what I've done in the time lapse is to take a boat ride down the river. So you see I've added in tons of vegetation through here. Got lots of flowers, added in like some potatoes and wheat. I think putting in the trees with the vines really gives it a jungle type feel, kind of overgrown. And I didn't want to make it too wide. I wanted you to be able to take a boat ride through here and see what everything looks like. then once you get over here, it widens out a bit, and it's a little more sparse, not as much vegetation. I didn't want to really go up too far on these hills and stuff. I just sort of kept it close to the riverbank. Added in all this kelp and mossy blocks and stuff at the bottom of the river. So if we keep sailing around through here, holy moly, we got a flying squid. Oops, and a fish. I have been getting a lot of fish off these bubbles because I've got the magma blocks down at the bottom and sucks the fish down, so I get lots of free food through here. And then I narrowed it really down, kind of tight around this horseshoe curve here. And then we get into the other side of the hill. And it's overgrown nicely. So we had this open cave. I don't know who dug the cave or whatever. It's just a big tunnel going through the middle of the hill there. So I figured it needed to look better than it did, because there was just a big square hole. So I put in walls, some kind of limited lighting just to give it a spooky feel. So you got these light places, and then you got these little dark areas through here. The water's in here, so nothing's really going to spawn. So we should be okay. And then once you get over to this other side, I've kind of tightened it up really tight through here. So it's kind of like the roof collapsed at this point. So you've got to really duck down and crawl your way through here and up, over this little barrier, and then you come out right here. And I've camouflaged it very poorly since it stands out quite obviously with the vines and trees, but it was just a hole, tiny little hole coming out of the hill. So I kind of blended it in a bit, and you can see we are close by to Spawn Town. So there's like the slime farm. Yeah, it kind of blends it into the hill there, as natural as I can be. I figured it'd be natural just to fill it in, so it's kind of a secret passageway under the hill. Because when you come through here and you come back the other way, if you come from this direction, it's kind of really tight in here, kind of dark. You can't really see where you're going. You got to crawl over this pile of rubble that fell down from the ceiling. Then you get in here and you start navigating your way through. So it could be a little spooky. I had a lot more lighting in here, but I decided to get rid of it and make it as dark and kind of dark, tunnel-y, scary look. I like the way this tunnel came out. Once you get back to this other end, gonna swim through here. Then we can get back into our boat and finish our tour. So I didn't do as much thick foliage here. It's just sort of kept a nice little light, planted trees and bushes along the edge, stuck in a bunch of these leaves blocks and stuff where they seem to need to go. And if you follow it all the way around here, now we're almost into the spawn town. So kind of just sort of a light transformation. Got this waterfall coming down. I don't want to do too much with it because it does go into another tunnel up there. But then you come all the way around here and you end up at, I think this is Mighty's Iron Store. So now we have a link directly from the spawn town here all the way back to my base via the river. So I believe that is all I'm going to do for today on this build. Next up, I want to put a second link over to my base, and it's going to be from over here. So once you get over to the top here, you can see my base from here. So that actually looks kind of nice in the distance. And then you've got this path here, which I want to extend all the way across this field up over to there. And then I'm going to make a little high road that follows the ridge along here, so we connect up, over here, so we'll connect that up to the main road here, and then they'll connect all the way over to my base. So that is it for today's video. If you want to see what the other server members are doing, links to their channels are all in the description below. But for now, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.